investmentstrategy.com.
Hello, this is Daniel Grady with a quick look at the markets for today, Wednesday, March 12th. Coming up today at 10 o'clock GMT, we have Eurozone industrial production. Then at 11 o'clock, we have mortgage applications from the United States, which is an important indicator of the American economy. In the evening, we have the rate decision from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, which could generate some volatility for the New Zealand dollar. And then overnight, we have unemployment data from Australia, which also could generate some volatility in the Aussie. Going over to the markets, the S&P 500 yesterday continued off moving down off of a record high that it posted on Friday. There's continuing concern over the situation in China. We've had a series of negative data prints coming out of the world's second largest economy. And there's also continuing concern because we're going to be having the end of the People's National Congress meeting is going to end soon, and it's expected to introduce a series of economic reforms in China. Last week we had the first corporate credit default from China. So investors are really focusing on investors are expected to really be focusing on China in the short term. Given the negative data that we had out of China, we had a significant drop in Asian stocks yesterday. They reached a yearly low. We had more than 1% drop in the Shanghai Composite, Hang Seng, and also in Sydney. In Sydney, Australia's major trade partner is China, so the Australian stocks are very sensitive to what's going on in China. And then going into the session today, S&P 500 futures at the moment are trading pretty much unchanged. So this gives us an indication that investors are largely looking for some form of catalyst to see where the market's going to be going over the short term. The euro moved a little bit lower yesterday. This was after comments from the Vice President of the European Central Bank, which came out to correct some of the market conclusions that we had from last Thursday's press conference by ECB President Mario Draghi. The market initially thought that his comments indicated that the ECB would not be pursuing more accommodative measures. However, quantitative easing is still clearly on the table, which is what the correction we had yesterday. But the euro is still trading above support here at a 138.40. If it breaks through that, we have 138, and then a resistance, which is really strong. Major resistance is at 140. The pound also dropped yesterday. We had a little bit of disappointing data from the United Kingdom. However, it still didn't break through the bottom of this sideways almost channel that it's been maintaining over the last couple of weeks. Support at 166.10 and resistance still at 168. The yen continued to gain. The yen gained some strength again versus the dollar yesterday, which is to be expected in the climate of uncertainty. The yen is considered one of the safe haven assets. That means the dollar-yen pair moved a little bit lower. We have support here at 102.75. If it breaks through that, we have 102.30 as your next support level, and then resistance at 103.40. And finally, we have gold, which is expected to continue higher at following this trend line. This expectation is based on gold being a safe haven asset. We still have support at 1,325 and resistance at 1,356. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.